This is what my abs looked like before I started focusing on getting a six-pack. And then when I start really locking in, this is how they look. And there's always two main things that go into getting abs: your training and your nutrition. But I'm gonna make this three things because I'm gonna add supplements to the list: training, nutrition, and supplements. Now first, when you're talking about training for your abs, a lot of advice that you'll hear is it's all about being at a caloric deficit and getting your body fat percentage down. And if you're really trying to have well-defined, visible abs, you are gonna want to take it to the next step and incorporate training. And the training that you'll hear mostly is gonna be bodyweight exercises that you can do at home, which will get you results. But bodyweight ab exercises don't really compare to weighted ab crunches, weighted ab workouts. That being said, instead of the fast-paced, fat-burning style workouts that people use for ab muscles, I'll use aggressive overload training, just like you would do for any other muscle. That means loading the ab muscles with weight. And then to accelerate results, I usually like supplementing with L-Carnitine before doing the workouts. That's mainly because L-Carnitine uses the fat that's in your body to burn as fuel, which is only helping the cause, which is only helping the process of us trying to get ab muscles in the first place. And so L-Carnitine is what I'll use, the one made by Cutler, a professional bodybuilder. If you've been weightlifting for a long time, you know who Cutler is. He has a brand of L-Carnitine that I really like. I'll be discussing L-Carnitine later in this video. But getting back to the topic, I'll go and do the ab workouts. Weighted crunch, which I like doing in two different ways. The first one is a cable crunch, where you grab the cables, you kneel down, and do a crunch, allowing your lower back to round and squeeze your abs as you're performing this crunch. Second way I like to do them, even though this is the slightly harder way, but for some reason it's just my favorite, is to get on the decline bench, grab a dumbbell, hold it against my chest, and do ab crunches with the dumbbell on my chest, providing me with weighted resistance as I'm doing ab crunches. Now with the cable crunches or the decline dumbbell ab crunch, you want to make sure that you're doing weight that's good enough for you to do about 10 to 15 reps. Again, using these weights is really going to challenge your muscle and give you that hypertrophy that you need. The more hypertrophy, the more muscle growth you have. But then not only do you want to focus on the weighted ab exercises, you want to use progressive overload. So whatever weight that you do for however many reps you can get it at. The next week, you want to try to do a little bit more weight for the same amount of reps. Or you can do the same weight, but just increase the reps that you do from the last week. The following week, increase the reps or the weight that you did from the week prior and continue that pattern. That's really what's going to give your ab muscles a constant challenge and make them grow consistently, making your ab muscles show through faster and quicker than you normally would with just your typical ab exercises. And you'll hear me talk about progressive overload a lot in all my videos, so get used to it. 10 to 15 reps, do about 3 sets of this. This is what I like to stick to. 10 to 15 reps on the first 2 sets. The last set, that's the one you want to push to failure. And this will target all of your ab muscles, but specifically the top and the midsection of your ab muscles. But then to focus on the lower abs, you want to do leg raises. Those are always the most effective way to target the lower abs. You can either do them hanging from a pull-up bar, or you can do leg raises on a bench. And when doing leg raises for your lower abs, you want to try to focus on the exercise that's going to allow you to round your back as you're doing these leg exercises. With straight legs, that will target your lower abs, but it always involves too much of the hip flexors too. I'm always finding that's a problem. I'm like, why am I feeling this in my hip flexors when I just want to target my lower abs? A way to get around that is doing leg raises, bending your knees up in towards your body and thinking about raising your hips up, and then start crunching your knees towards your chest, raising your legs up in the air. And doing this, you want to focus on actually rounding your spine. Then lift your legs back up in the air, slowly lower your legs back down, repeat process. And with this one, to get ab muscles as fast as you can, you want to also, like everything else, use progressive overload. For this, once you've gotten comfortable without your body weight, you want to start either applying weight by either getting ankle weights if you have them. You don't have ankle weights, you're in the gym, use a leg raising machine, get some dumbbells, hold them between your feet, and raise your legs up in the air to do these hanging leg raises. Cardio is good to add in there. It'll accelerate your results, but it's not required, especially when you focus on the 3 things that I laid out: the training, the diet, and any supplements you're using if you choose to take them. As you know, for me, that's L-Carnitine. Any L-Carnitine product and supplement helps you burn fat to use as fuel, helping you get results. Now, the way you can use your nutrition and supplements to help you develop these ab muscles quick. The calories, the minimum amount of calories that you'll need is taking your body weight, multiplied by 10 to 12. That's the minimum amount of calories you'll need. That'll help you get to a calorie deficit. Unless you're not focused on achieving a calorie deficit, you can always go higher. As for the protein, which of course is something you're going to want to make sure you're consuming consistently. However much you weigh, you want to consume 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you weigh 180 pounds, you want to eat 180 grams of protein. This is why really a lot of weight loss diets incorporate increasing the protein intake that you have. It develops more muscle. The more muscle you have in your body, the more fat that burns. Healthy fats, you really want to get those. Eat at least 50 grams of healthy fats per day, which is always important for muscle building. Healthy fats are great at increasing testosterone. The higher testosterone, the more muscle you build, the more fat you'll burn. Greek yogurt, mixed nuts, avocados, eggs, dark chocolate, salmon. Salmon is great with healthy fats and omega-3 fatty acids. So that supplement that I was talking about that helps accelerate this whole process of getting your six-pack ab. L-Carnitine gives you energy by the process of burning that fat to use as energy. And then two, on top of getting energy from the carnitine, they've added a list of B vitamins, and B vitamins are one of the most important vitamins to metabolize energy from the food you eat, more so than most other vitamins, giving you more energy in 2 different ways while burning fat while you work out. If you want to check that product out, the Cutler L-Carnitine, I'm going to link it in the description below. You can try it out, see how you like it. That's it for this video. I'm going to be making more content like this and just generally how to get an overall aesthetic physique. Subscribe to the channel. Until next time.